All right. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune for the 24th day of October, 2018. It's a 7-day in this year of illumination. So that's magic and balance, balancing the spirit with ego or the dark and light aspects of self, which is kind of interesting given today's the full moon. Some call it the full hunter moon. Some call it the full blood moon. There are other names, I believe, for it, but it's of course my favorite moon because October is my favorite month, since it's my birthday month. But on the full moon, magics of increase can be performed. One thing you can also do, and you can do it any way you want to do it, but if you know exactly when the full moon is gonna be, and it'll be in Pacific time, it'll be at 12:48, so just before 1 o'clock today. You could do magics that invoke Maiden, Mother, and Crone energies. So you would do it, say at 12:47, you would begin a beginning of something. 12:48 would be, invoking it into form. And then you could do at 12:49 something to do with completion or, it coming to fruition. So you could do in other words, you can do a progressive, energetic casting, and you can use the 3 minutes surrounding the full moon. So the minute before, the minute of, and the minute after. That's always fun to do. You're targeting really intense energies right at that moment, where the maiden gives way to the mother, and then the mother gives way to the crone. So that's cool. I'm going to do that today. But let's count 13 here, and we'll see what the card has to say. See if it's going to give us some guidance. Well, we have the Four of Wands, and here, this is a wonderful card. This is a card of balance and structure and foundation. And here it's the foundation of happiness, isn't it? We see the castle in the background, and the couple looks like they've probably just gotten married. And they're raising their flowers, and looks like they have flowers in their hands, maybe. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah. And there's people in the background there too, looks like. But you can see it's about celebration. Some of the fours are about rest and letting things gel. The Emperor, which is the fourth card of the major arcana, it's about structure. Excuse me. But the Four of Wands is about fire. Wands is about our will. And so what you're talking about here is accomplishment. Everything that you've planned has come to fruition, and this is the end result. You've done something really marvelous here, haven't you? You've come together in unity with someone. You're planning your life together. In a sense, it's about the natural progression or the natural order of things, about synchronicity, coming together in joy and harmony. But it's an actively invoked presence, It's one that's happening because people want it to, not because you've just sat back and allowed, and you to see what comes your way, which is also something you can do. But here's something where two wills are coming together in unity and in love. So in a sense, you're talking about, today being a 7-day, you're talking about balance and the balance between dark versus light. And so, maybe you're talking about unification of polarity, or you're talking about coming together when maybe you've been apart with people, reunion, maybe. Um, it's difficult to go through life alone. It's better if you're in harmony with others. So what are we doing, I guess, to invoke that type of harmony and joy and love with people? Let's see what the rune has to say. I'm letting him fall through my fingers, and we'll see what the last one is. I use that same process when I'm doing bind runes. I set my intention, and then I just start letting the runes fall through my hands, and I'll draw one, And then when I decide I'm done, when it feels like, okay, this is enough, and it's usually somewhere between 3 and 5 runes, then I'll put together, I'll see what they are. And amazingly enough, they all sort of form the energetic intention or the energetic depiction or sigil of my intention. So it's very cool. This is Perthrow. And Perthrow is a interesting rune. It's about change. It's the 14th rune of the Elder Futhark. It's also about the unknown. Turned upright, and then you do it this way, or this way. It'd be the cup from which the dice or the runes are cast, or the dice are tossed, So it's about fate. It's about the unknown. We don't know what's coming. We can we can hear. We decided to invoke that, so we have a little bit of an idea of where these folks are going. But still, at the same time, it can mean, well, directionality is often used. I tend not to use directionality in, forward and reversed type of stuff, and either in the tarot cards or the runes. I look at things in terms of the whole of it. I tend to disregard polarity to a certain extent. And so instead of saying, well, somebody is mostly, a Mars energy, well, no, they're not. There are other things too. And so you have to look at the whole picture. The either or of it aren't separate things that are at odds with one another. They're part of the entire picture of something. So I just like to look at runes and tarot and anything this way. But you can look at it as birth or death. This could open to birth. This could be indicate a death. This could mean perhaps a child is being born. You could also say your cup is open to spirit, or this is what I'm emanating from the earth. So directionality can matter in some of these runes, but it doesn't have to. It can just be part of the whole picture of that particular rune. But this rune is basically about change. It's a water element rune. It's about the birth of something new, perhaps, about understanding the unknown. This was when Odin hung upside down from Yggdrasil, from the world tree, to gain enlightenment, basically, or the oak tree, to gain, or I don't think it was an oak tree. I think it was, what was it, a yew? He was a yew. Anyway, he hung upside down, and the Norns of fate, have to do with Perthrow. They're the ones down there saying, okay, here's some enlightenment. And they're the ones that gave the runes to Odin, which is both a language and also a divination tool. But basically, this well that they took them out of is called the Well of Word, or the Well of Unknown. And the Norns were thought to be the deliverers of men's fate, So since there's 3 of them. They could also be mirrored in other settings, other cultures, as maybe the 3 fates, or you see these 3 women, the Disir, the 3 Disir. You have 3 women that are there, maiden, mother, and crone, present in all of our lives, and in one facet or another. So that's what Perthrow has to deal with. It's about allowing and also invoking something to happen, the both sides of the equation, basically. But the only other thing, this is one thing, and I don't know who I got this from, but I do a lot of research into other people's interpretations of runes. I find sometimes people will come up with the most interesting things, like calling Thurisaz drizzle. That was just the most amazing thing. Anyway, or not Thurisaz, but Uruz, drizzle, not Thurisaz. Thurisaz is Thor's hammer. But what I've got written down here in the little grimoire is but Perthrow represents cause and effect on the horizontal plane as well as synchronicity with the vertical plane. So really, in the moment of Perthrow, we really are in the present moment, aren't we? And we really don't know. Everything is possible in that moment. So what we're talking about here is coming together perhaps with people we haven't in a while come together with. Anything is possible. So, and that really needs to, maintaining that attitude about anything is possible really should inform the structure of our lives, shouldn't it? So, well, that's cool. That's cool on this 7-day. That's the full moon, a day of magic and fate. Awesome. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for coming by. Click subscribe if you like. I'd love you to. I'd love you to come back. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's nice to see everyone. It's a glorious full moon day. Enjoy it. Be kind to yourself and be kind to other people. And blessed be.